When we first got married, I would jump out of bed singing, which my wife thought she was going to kill me within the first 6 months.
Doug.
He's impossible to forget. You know, impossible. You recognize him the second you see him.
Just from the moment we saw him, we were like, your outfits, you're just so dapper.
I picked out this shirt this morning.
What I first noticed about Doug was he always wore a bow tie. He is the bow tie guy.
I have about 57 bow ties. I tried a couple of different bow ties against the shirt, and this one seemed to pop the best, stand out the best.
He rocks it. He owns that look, and that confidence is contagious. He's like, you could wear this too, you know? And so I really love that about him, that he defies all fashion boundaries.
I think Doug is probably a reformed hippie.
Actually, the name Douglas means one of mystery. This would be a cool buy because it's got a lot of potential to be worn with a lot of different outfits and still look unique. A lot of different bow ties. This one would go with this, actually.
When I first met him, my first question, and I asked him, is where did you come from? I mean, you know, it was so surprising, everything about him. And he told this story about, you know, where he had moved from, and like, how did you end up in San Marcos? And he said, well, I just looked at a map, and I liked the beach, and I saw this place called San Marcos, and it sounded beachy.
I was doing my normal day-to-day thing, and he was sitting at that table right over there in the window, him and his beautiful wife, Gail. And I just thought they were fantastic, and they were so much fun, and they were such a pleasure to wait on. And we kind of got to know each other, you know, started chatting.
That was the first place we went for breakfast, and we met Esther, and she's a great waitress and very friendly.
Then told me that they were looking to move into this area, that, you know, they kind of liked this area and wanted to know what I thought about San Marcos. And, you know, I sold them on it, how much I love it.
I met Doug about, I guess, a year and a half ago. He came on into the Main Street office and was just a ray of sunshine. And so we've been good friends ever since. His outfits were so fabulous, and we wanted to document them, and he would always say something, and so we thought, well, let's just take a picture of you every time you come in, and encouraged him to start a Facebook page to share them on and share his insights of wisdom.
I wasn't on Facebook at that point, and so I had to go in and create a Doug page so that they could attach a Dapper Doug page to it. And so we did that, and they kind of got that whole thing going about an odd character in San Marcos is Dapper Doug, and so that's how that all got started. It's pretty cool.
He's built his own fan base just by his fashion and his friendliness, and that's pretty cool.
I grew up in upstate New York, kind of a very poor background. My father was an alcoholic and beat us all the time, and so it wasn't a happy childhood. But when I was about 16, I made the conscious choice to not live a sad life because of my childhood. So I remember thinking, I want to be a happy person, not a sad person.
He doesn't just dress that way for him, he dresses that way for everybody else to brighten up people's day. And it does, because everybody notices Doug and nobody ever forgets him.
I think it just makes their attitude better. It kind of lightens their day and makes them happier. So I think that's a good thing, because if you can make somebody's day happier, life is good.
Whenever you see Dapper Doug in and around downtown, always go up and talk to him and give him a hug. He's so welcoming and inviting. He loves to spread friendliness, give hugs, and really make everyone's day a little bit brighter. I think he embodies what San Marcos is. It's casual and fun and friendly and warm and full of style.
I wish I could wear a bow tie like he does.
I've never seen him in a bad mood, ever, ever. Always a joy. Love him.
Wearing certain clothes really either makes you positive or negative about your yourself and your attitude. And if you are enjoying what you're putting on, that changes your attitude. Life is attitude. It changes your attitude. And then the little fuzzball stuff that tries to drive you nuts won't bother you as much.